Ready.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now back to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Ravens hit 4-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into him. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert just beat the play clock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On second down, back to Henderson. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll run here with Henderson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They dial up the clock once that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football in a unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Darrell Henderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 39, Herbert. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brought down at the 20.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Okay.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Myers' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, it's Herbert. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Herbert back to the air. Again, he finds more. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Patrick Queen coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Henderson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
from the gun to give to Henderson.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Ravens 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Herbert connects with Slayton, and he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Herbert to throw.
Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Now Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
They'll run for it with Hines, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.